Boop, boop, boop,
Boop, boop, doop.
What up, everybody? Welcome back.
Welcome back
to the next episode of Don't Do That.
Don't Do That.
Right here on 16 TV and 16 TV 2
on
Wicked Wednesdays.
Wicked
Wednesdays.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to get started today, and as you may have already heard,
dun, 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 dun.
here in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Well, we're in Lansing, Michigan, but here in Michigan, in Grand Blanc.
Grand Blanc.
Grand Blanc.
Whatever the hell.
Grand Blanc.
It's, I want to say, what, southeast of Flint? Southeast of Flint.
Not far from Detroit.
63 miles. It's 63 miles from Lansing.
An Iraq war vet named Thomas Jacob Sanford took his Sanford and Son truck and drove it into the Church of Latter-day Saints. Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints. He also had 4 IEDs, bless you, 4 IEDs, bless you, of consumer-grade fireworks. Also, they made sure to mention that he had 2 American flags on his truck when he smashed into the church. And one of the last people to talk to him and have a conversation with him said that he said one of the last things he said to them was, Mormons are the Antichrist. 4 people dead, 8 people injured from ages 6 to 78 years old. And he did this when the church was in service, 10:25 a.m. And I will try not to sound remiss or crass when I say,
Jesus.
Bless you.
Thank you.
When I say that he was a registered Republican and a Trump supporter. Now, this is not to link him to Trump in any other way, bless you, than that, but just to drive home the point, as I told one of the viewers in the comment section, I've gotten to the point where I am no longer blue or red.
Or purple.
I think we need to start over again and do something completely different, because everyone is a donkey or an elephant, and neither of them are getting the job done throughout the years. None of them are really getting the job done. There needs to be checks and balances. That we don't need the entire government to be Republican, so that they're only doing Republican things. And I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. But
Smoke of the Ep.
Smoke of the Ep.
The Shash, or call him the at House of Dank. That's what I call him. The It is called Candy Runs.
Nice.
Candy Runs. House of Dank. House of Dank. That is the spot.
Now, the point that I was going to make, getting back to what I was saying before we had to, tell you about the smoke of the Ep, was that recently we've had a rash of shootings.
Would you like a list?
Sure.
All right. It's actually pulled up right here. All right. September 30th, New Mexico. September 30th, Kansas. September 30th, Illinois. The 30th, Illinois. The 30th, Illinois. 30th, Illinois. 30th, Oregon. 29th, Pennsylvania. 29th, Minnesota. 29th, Michigan. 29th, Michigan. 29th, Maryland. 29th, Illinois. 29th, Illinois. 29th, Michigan, 29th, Illinois, 29th, Wisconsin, 29th, North Carolina, 29th, Ohio, the 29th, Tennessee, the 29th, Washington, the 29th, Texas, the 29th, California, the 29th, Michigan, and 29th, New Mexico. That was all over the weekend, from the 29th to the 30th. Oh, that was only in 2 days. My bad.
We have obviously
A major problem.
a major problem. And it has nothing to do with trans people,
Black people.
black people, or any of it. What it has to do with doesn't even necessarily have to do with people. Sounds to me as though the problem could be, I don't know, guns.
And people.
People use the guns, true
Exactly.
enough. People use the guns.
Because the gun itself is harmless, I have to say that.
But it being so easy to get to access assault rifles. When they
this is on both sides.
Right, the guy in Grand Blanc, assault rifle. It shouldn't be so easy to get a hold to.
Here's a big message.
AR-15.
Because
what
I've noticed too is a lot of them have been our vets. Check on your vets. Check on them. Make sure that they are okay.
We spoke on this.
Check on your vets for mental health.
Multiple times on the show we have spoke on this, and we have said, how many times have we said, everybody?
Mental health.
The problem is mental health, gun control, the homeless. They don't have any homeless shelters. The mentally ill, they don't have any support. There are no places for them to go as well. This is why all of these people, you got the one girl stabbing the manager at the McDonald's. You got the one guy stabbing 11 people at the Walmart. You got the one guy right now that rammed into. This is all here in Michigan.
Then you have the young lady and the one black guy with the schizophrenia. The one, the Ukrainian girl. That everybody swears up and down.
Let's turn it into a race thing. Let's not turn it into a mental health thing because that's not the agenda right now.
Exactly.
The agenda right now is to rile everybody up and get something started so that he can initiate his plan, which is mobilizing the military and putting them under his control.
Y'all want that, though.
Yeah, I have a whole nother thing that I'll go into that has nothing to do with this. It's more like I'm kind of like responding to comments.
Okay, so let's talk Pete Hegseth's Liberation Day speech, basically, is what it's going to be called.
Ridiculous.
That happened yesterday, as a matter of fact, on the 30th. A rare gathering of generals and admirals had occurred at Marine Corps Base Quantico on September 30th.
Yeah.
Pete Hegseth referred to this day as Liberation Day for the U.S. military.
Yeah.
He described what he had to say as part of the liberations of America's warrior.
Yeah, they showed up at his behalf.
So part of this is just parts of some of the stuff that I had found. Fixing decades of decay, Hegseth aimed to reverse what he called a woke culture that had infected the military. He believes diversity and inclusion policies. He feels on this has led to a focus on identity over fitness. He feels this has led to a focus on identity and fitness and ability. Gender-neutral standards. He has advocated for male-level standards for physical fitness, saying that this is necessary in the military. Political correctness. He has expressed how he doesn't like the era of politically correct, overly sensitive, don't hurt anyone's feelings leadership.
How does he feel about them drinking? Does he have any problem with them
I don't.
using
Obviously
alcohol?
not. He's an alcoholic, so
Oh.
with Nazi symbols on his body. So
Oh
he
yeah,
feels
I remember
like
those pictures.
he
Yeah.
feels like you become weak with those thoughts. Identity months and DEI offices, basically who you are shouldn't be celebrated, no matter what it is. Your identity doesn't matter to them, so it shouldn't matter to you. Basically, like Juneteenth, the Pride Month and stuff like that.
Sounds like some third.
Preparing for war. He stated that the newly named Department of War had only one mission: war fighting, preparing for war, and preparing to win.
What did you say? Why are we prepared for? Are we going to war?
Right? Are we going to war?
Why are we so? Why you turned the Department of Defense into Department of War? Now you're speaking on war. You didn't call all the generals. So what do you?
He said eliminating DEI initiatives. He announced an end to what he described as woke and ideological garbage.
Stop using that word.
In the Department of War, explicitly targeting diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. No more beardos and fat generals. He emphasized a return to stricter physical and grooming standards. He stated there would be no more beardo and criticizing fat generals and admirals. Highest male standard. He declared that all combat roles would be required to meet the highest male standard for physical fitness. This was directed to our women in uniform. So now, the retired Brig General Steve Anderson had some words about Hegseth's speech. He stated, "Have you heard anything that constitutes a change or an announcement or a reason to be addressing the group in the room today? I think that there's probably a lot of general officers sitting there right now muttering to themselves, I traveled 8,000 miles to hear this." I mean, this is essentially a canned speech that really could have been delivered by anybody in almost any time. But I think,
you know what they could have did?
Not did it at all.
Use the phone.
That's basically what he said.
What the hell? Why you?
But I think that there are some clues that he's leaving about refocusing on homeland security and taking away perhaps some of our forward presence in the strength of our alliances overseas. What that really that really concerns me. I mean, that has kept this world safe for 80 years. I mean, the NATO alliance and the alliances that we have in Japan and Korea have kept this world relatively safe for a long time. And for us to come off on that would be a terrible, terrible mistake. And I think that there were probably a couple of clues that he left there to the regard. The other thing that he talked about was changing the culture and, talking about accountability and responsibility. I mean, there's nothing like being lectured to by a reserve major about things like that. I mean, these guys can write books about their service and their sacrifice and the bravery that they have shown. If you talk about accountability, responsibility, he needs to start. Where did I go? He needs to start with himself.
Facts.
All right. So now when he's talking about himself, do you guys recently remember leaked stuff about our army? It was called, Signalgate.
I remember.
Signalgate disaster.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We shared our classified secrets on an insecure line. Every single person in that room knows that they would have been fired had they done the same thing.
That was Obama. That was Obama. That was Comey. That was Obama. These are very bad men. Very bad.
So
we're not gonna lock up Hegseth, but we're going after Obama. We're going after Comey.
So I mean, this is really a sad moment in our history. I think that the speech in what's going on right now is probably going to turn into a political rally for President Trump. But it's really all about trying to get the military to know them and their will.
I wasn't trying
And
to turn
unfortunately, I think we're going to see a lot of that for the next hour or so. So basically, that general said he's making a big mistake.
And there are
You're
people
trying
that are
to gut
saying-
the military. All right. People are already think they already laugh at us to begin with.
Laugh at him.
All right.
They
Well,
really
yeah.
laugh at us now
Well,
because he's our leader.
yeah. But you gut the military and you take the people that we do have away.
It's part of the.
You're a complete idiot.
Part of the plan.
It's part of the plan to get our asses whipped by other people.
Well, see, part of Project 2025 in his first 180 days is he has to dismantle a lot of stuff. He has to put sycophants, people that are ill required, in positions of power, so that they are pawns, they are puppets, they are just whatever he says. Sure, boss. Yeah, boss.
They haven't learned from Laura Loomer's mistakes.
So now, yeah, I mean, you get a drunk, an alcoholic,
Nazi.
that is, he's been married 3 times.
Nazi.
So he obviously is not doing what he's supposed to be doing with these wives.
Nazi.
He keeps having to start over again. Then he's got these like Nazi, like,
your tats speak volumes, bro.
His tats, this is what you have on your body for the rest of your life. So there's that. Then the Department of Defense turned into the Department of War. I want you to the optics here. The optics. Okay, we're not worried about the optics though. We're gonna go just straight for it. We're no lube. We're just gonna go straight in there, right? Okay, sure. All right. So there was a viewer that said that I need to learn how to speak, and what I was doing in my short is, I believe it was either the "In Case You Ain't Know" or it was "Truth Paste in the Morning" with 16 Icon. It's a new morning little skit that I do for about 3 minutes, where I kind of give you some real game, something off the top of my head, real to me, real game. So he says I need to learn how to speak, and my response to that is, I know I didn't go to Harvard or Yale, but I don't think a PhD would be required to understand my overall message. My overall message
He didn't exactly look very educated himself. So.
My overall message was, we need to all stick together. We're all human. One of the other truth pastes was "Silence is violence." If you see one of your family members or friends making a crude racial joke, and you know that that's perpetuating the situation that is still ongoing in America, if you're silent, your silence is violence. Same thing with raising your kids. Those people over there are bad. You're perpetuating it. If you're not speaking up and changing it, you're part of the problem. You need to learn how to speak. If you can't get the message from me talking the way I'm talking right now and understand the overall gist of what I'm saying, you just sound stupid going, you need to learn how to talk. You need to learn how to listen.
Yep.
Okay. Then I just wanted to say, can we please put the donkeys and the elephants down? Democrats and Republicans. Oh, you need to look up the Democrats. You need to look up the Democrats. Yes. I know that the Democrats owned slaves too back in the day. Yes.
And they flip-floppity. All y'all is flip-floppity.
I know that.
All y'all flip-flop.
I don't care.
If I'm not mistaken, which one called him Hitler? Which
Charlie,
one?
Well, no, not. Was it?
Which one called
Charlie Kirk?
Here, I'll Google it real quick.
No, it wasn't Charlie Kirk. It was actually J.D. Vance that said that he thought that Trump could be America's Hitler. And now he's his henchman. Yeah, boss.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, boss.
A little higher.
Yeah,
a little
boss.
higher. There you go.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So we know y'all flip flop too. So let's not do this blame game. And we're not talking about then. We're talking about now. Now, the present day. This whole, well, Biden did. I don't care what he did right now. Right now is not right now. Right now is not then.
It's just like, can we please put the ball?
So you were saying, well, you didn't like it when Obama did it, but you're okay because Trump did it. Is because he's white? That's right.
Said, can we please put the donkeys and the elephants down? Can we put the racism down and pick up a joint or a beer with a person of a different color and educate ourselves?
That means shut up and listen.
Just sit down with somebody that you kick it with at work, or you know that you don't really hang out with them, but they are your friend, and just try and like, hey, you want to kick it? You know what I'm saying? You want to smoke one, drink one, and I mean, I don't know, but try to make friends with someone that is different than you, so you can learn from them. And you're not as blind to how they are. You actually kind of understand them. You get to mixing in and going, oh, y'all like this. Oh, well, you guys do that. Oh, we do too. Oh, yeah.
Be surprised.
You'd be surprised. The similarities are a lot more than the differences.
Exactly.
Be brave enough to come outside of your comfort zone and learn about your brothers and sisters who have different skin colors, different languages, different food, different cultures, different sexual preferences than you. The world has gotten bigger. The world has changed. You need to adapt, which is why I've said
it's called evolution
times on this show that the president of the United States should not be past the age of 65. Period. It sets you in a whole different area where you can't even relate to the younger generation because you're back there. We need younger leadership.
Well, you know what? Not just that, but we also need younger, educated leadership. All right, because the people that are there are also very DEI. Oh, now I can't even do that because it's their white privilege that got them there, not their education.
That's the thing about the DEI thing too.
Except for Kashat Patel, I don't know where the hell he came from.
Well, my thing is with the DEI and the whole, how, like I said on one of the shorts, the perversion of the meaning of the word Christian is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So to be a Christian now is to judge others, to perpetuate and division and hate and like that's what it is to be a Christian. Like I'm confused. Thought it was to be Christ-like, which is love thy neighbor.
You think, right?
Not just your neighbor that looks just like you. Read the book again. Smoke a joint, drink a beer, and read the book. Like, relax. Now, I wanted to shed a little light on one of the shorts. I said to all my seasoned white folks out there, I wanted to explain seasoned. Can you explain a seasoned white folk?
Me.
Yes.
People who get it.
People who get it. Okay, perfect example. I would call Jolly Ginger, Jolly Good Ginger, a seasoned white folk. One of my seasoned brothers. Definitely. Paul Lance. I mentioned him before. He reminds me of my buddy Pete. My buddy Pete that I know from my job. He reminds me a lot of my buddy Pete. Shout outs also go to Goddess Mia because she was the first person I heard use seasoned, and we adopted that word. So shout out to Goddess Mia. Shout out to Dr. Rashad Ritchie, indisputable. This guy is amazing. The show's amazing. You need to check that out. And shout out to Mother Jones. I don't know the young man that actually does a lot of the stuff, but Mother Jones on this platform, good content. Good content. Yeah. Oh, and the last thing.
You forgot Amazing Lucas.
Oh, ooh, my goodness. Definitely check out Amazing Lucas. That's crazy. You know what? I forgot that just so I could save the best for last. How about that? Amazing Lucas. Be amazing.
If it wasn't for your wife.
Yeah. She caught me. See how that goes? When I fall, she catches me. That's
Seasoned.
what's supposed to happen. Season. Last but not least, Team Onslaught 517.com. Excuse me. Drinking pop smoking. Team Onslaught 517.com. Moko Geki Fashions. We got coffee cups, bikinis, t-shirts, teddy bears. And you can listen to some music.
That part.
Watch videos.
That part.
Purchase the album. Team Onslaught. Yeah. And that's it for me. You got anything else, Pat?
No. Cash App Patel's family are immigrants.
So if he says
they fled Uganda.
If he says anything,
he fled to Uganda. They fled to Uganda in the 1970s to escape Idi Amin's regime.
Oh, those are very bad people.
While his mother also grew up in East Africa.
It's so bad. But we want to
his father, and he's 45 years old.
If you're not a good boy,
he's 45 years old.
You know those bad people. They could do some.
He needs to wear glasses.
Very bad stuff.
He'd get his eyes together.
So. We want your mother to be safe. We want her to be very safe. So we want you to be a good boy. Do as you do. Do as you do, and everything will be fine.
Won't revoke your mother's status.
I can't do it as good as Godfrey, man.
Yeah, man. But all right. Well, yeah, that's it. Actually, I was just looking that up. Basically, just a random thought.
Well, this has been another episode of
Don't Do That. Right here on Wicked Wednesdays.
On 16 TV. And until
16
next time.
TV too.
1 and 2. And until next time.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and get notified for each and every time we drop new content. See y'all later. Peaces.